How's it going today, everyone? KaijuFanatic here with our weekly Sunday live stream. Hopefully everyone is doing good. Everyone's doing fine. If there's anyone in the chat, please comment down below. Let me know. Like the live stream. Helps support the channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, but probably won't be seeing the live stream unless you're already subscribed, which, props. How's it going? How's it going, Kingzilla? How's it doing today? How you doing? We have got a pretty laid-back stream today. Nothing too crazy, just me. We're just going to be talking about what is coming out this year, what I'm most anticipated for. We're going to go over my pre-orders pretty much as well, and there's going to be a little bit of discussion for predictions, and we're probably even going to talk about some of the leaks that has happened the last 2 or 3 nights, specifically with Haya. But we're not showing anything. We're just kind of talking about theorizing, and yeah, that's about it. So, hey, oh my Godzilla 54 fan, how you doing? How you doing? 54 fanatic forever, how you doing? How you doing? But yeah, so I do got photos this time. The iPad was struggling today to get all the photos loaded in, so I'm a little frustrated, but we're gonna step back. We're just going to enjoy and have fun with the stream, guys. So 2024 has already been pretty crazy the last 2 months for releases and just buying things in general. I've gotten quite a few things, especially, last week we kind of went a little wild. Had a lot of pre-orders came in. We had the Mono Rodan, we had X Plus galore last month and this month, and there's more on the way. So I'm not going to delay it. Let's just get into all the first items that are really coming up here. I'm going to talk about are all coming out this month, and they are all right. One of the photos already deleted them. What the heck happened here? All right, all my photos got rearranged. I had them organized and now they're not. So I'm going to have to look a bit over here. I'm sorry, guys. I hate doing that, but and some stuff deleted itself too, and I can't add it without using my phone. So, okay. So we're not going to have photos of everything because StreamYard's just being a pain in the butt tonight, which is really annoying because, when you spend $30 a month on it and it doesn't want to work, it's kind of frustrating. But so we do have a live unboxing tomorrow. I was a little naughty, and there's something else I don't have a picture for as well that's coming next week, but I'll leave that hidden. So the first thing we have coming in, we have the Monster Arts 72 Gigan. Finally pulled the trigger on this. Hopefully excellent release. Hopefully we get a good copy. Mine's coming from Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. I got 1-day shipping, which is what pushed me to get it. They're like, do you want it Monday? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, here you go. So I threw in my associate discount, got a discount on it, saved a good amount of money. Pretty pleased with how much I saved. So we have Gigan coming in, and because we have Gigan coming in, I guess, I don't need to say it. This is one of the photos I don't have. We also have the Monster Art 72. I re-put my order in with Ami Ami. It'll be next week, I'm guessing. Shipping was 5 to 8 days, and it takes a few days for them to process the order, make sure the stock is actually there, and then get it to me, and then I have to pay for it. And I'll be paying for it this weekend. Just got evolved a giant Godzilla. Congrats, man. Congrats. I'm glad your Walmart or Target is actually stocking that. I've talked about it last stream and the stream before, but my Walmart, my closest Walmart, I should say, the one that I don't have to drive 10-20 minutes for, is not currently stocking anything, which is really frustrating because I do, and I don't have a photo of it, I still want the RC. I do want the RC. I still want to do a video on it. And it might not even be a technical review at this point. It's It might just be me messing around. You know, maybe we might finally get a video of the bulldog, and it might be the RC and the bulldog if the bulldog doesn't try to kill it. He probably will, so that probably won't happen, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how he reacts. So the RC's on the list. Probably not this month. Maybe next month. Between the few orders that are coming in this month, and I have to get the other half of the shelves that are here, and that's quite a big investment. These shelves are $100+ so, and I have to wait for my Walmart to get them in stock as well. Otherwise, I have to pay an absurd amount for shipping. I think they wanted to charge me about $150. So, yeah. So we're waiting for that. The next thing, this comes out at the end of the month, so I might not have it right away. I do have the first production run, the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive SH Monster. It's Godzilla 2024. It's a repaint. I don't own this figure, and if I'm going to be honest, I kind of do miss my 2019 and my 2021, so I pre-ordered it. We're going to see. It's going to get a very honest review. If it's bad in person, you guys will know about it. I mean, it kind of already is bad, the fact that they're just reissuing this figure and not giving us a new mold. I'm going to guess the 2024 mold will get a version 2 next year, or maybe at the end of this year. And I'm not talking about Evolved either. I think they are going to upgrade this mold. I think after this one, I'm pretty sure they know that we kind of hate this mold, but I don't have a picture of the in-person event that these were displayed on, but I did like how the blue fins looked, and because the mouth isn't painted blue, I think the face should look pretty okay. So I do have it on pre-order. It says the release date is the 29th, so I might have it by the 31st. Wisconsin isn't very far from South Dakota. It's normally an overnight delivery from Big Bad Toy Store. Pretty much, no matter what shipping I choose, as long as it's FedEx. USPS kind of drags, so, and they're more expensive. So that's pretty much March. Besides, you know, I might, like I said, I might pick up the RC, probably not. There's something else that I'll show a little bit later that does have a guaranteed pre-order towards the end of the year that I'll show you guys here. So we'll just skip into April. April is pretty quiet so far. We have the X Plus Favorite Sculptors line, 30 centimeter Godzilla 1984 Cybot. I have this on pre-order. Had to have it. I'm very, very excited to put this up next to my regular 84 on the shelf. I did get the Rick version, so it will have the sea creature. That's name is currently blanking. I'm very, very excited for that. Very, very hyped. I want to bring that. Hopefully we get a Godzilla Evolved. Yes, Kingzilla, we are definitely. Oh, that's a like. Interesting. Did that pop up because I thumbs up? That was weird. It does. Whoa, that's so cool. StreamYard. Okay, you're kind of buying me back a little bit. Yes, we're getting a Monster Arts Evolved. Do I know when? I don't know. It would be a little weird to have a pre-order come up in June with such a short window, but it's possible. I would guess by the end of the year we'll have Evolved and Beast Glove Kong up for pre-order, and maybe Scar, maybe. Shimu is definitely going to come out like next year or maybe even the year after, kind of like Mechagodzilla took a few years to come out. But we'll have Evolved and Beast. I honestly, if I'm being completely transparent, I think the Beast Glove version of Kong is going to be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, just like in 2022 the Final Battle version Kong was. I think they're gonna do the same thing with Kong, and then maybe they'll include a Shuko. I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm predicting. David, we're gonna actually talk about that. Is that when pre-order goes live? Is tomorrow? Shoot. Yeah, we'll get to that because we do have a release date for that. How do you think it's gonna look like? I think okay. I think it's gonna look better than the current Haya Evolved. which we'll get to. I'm hoping it looks better than everything else, but we don't know. I just don't know. Monster Arts is so hit and miss. Some figures look really good, and some don't, even before it's physically released. It's kind of why this 2024 is kind of like, if it looked pretty good in person. Hey, Cayman, how's it going? How's it going? If it looked good in person at the display case, so I'm hoping it looks as good in person. The dorsal plates look iridescent and almost luminous with light, and that's kind of what's grabbing me. It's kind of what I wanted 2021 to look like. So I'm hoping, but I just don't know what Monster Arts is going to do. They're very, very hit and miss. Both the Godzilla and the Kong needed new molds. Obviously, they just released these two so they could have something for the movie. So obviously, whatever's going on with Evolved Beast, Scar, and Shimu, they're not comfortable with where it's at now to release it in time. So maybe that's a good sign. I would rather it come out next year. And I'm hoping it comes out next year and they look really good. Cayman says, I hope the new 84 Cybot is larger. Yes. So the actual kit, the original Yuji Sakai kit of the 84 Cybot is like 37 centimeters, I think. It's very big. It's almost 40 centimeters scale. So yes, the site said it's about 34 centimeters. It is going to be big. It's going to make the rest of the 30 centimeters really small, and I think that's really cool because the Cybot itself was super huge, so it's going to be out of scale in the 30 centimeter line, but realistically, it's going to kind of be in scale. So I'm very, very excited about it. I'm very, very excited. Oh, and there's something else. Where's that photo? Yeah, that photo is gone too. Okay, so the other thing in April that's coming out, and it's the thing I'm most excited for this year. This is my number one. It's going to be Second Deed. Yeah, 100%. I cannot wait to review it and just take photos of it. I'm working on the 84 review a little bit right now. I took a ton of photos for it. I had way too much fun. I took like 40 photos, and I was only supposed to take 3 or 4. I was helping someone out with a project that I think is coming out this week, I think. So, but you guys will see it, and I'll announce that, or at least make a post about it. So the other thing that's coming out, my most anticipated figure right now, which is photoed behind me, is the Easy Hobby / Omega Beast Shin Godzilla 4th Form landing version, I believe is what they're dubbing it. I have the X Plus version of this figure. I know the release date is March 31st, so this won't hit my doorstep till April. If I'm very unlucky, it's probably not going to be here till May. I'm guessing the end of April, beginning of May is when it's getting here. This will be the largest figure in my collection. This figure is not going to fit on the review table. I'm actually legitimately a little nervous on how this review is going to go. Gigantic Shin was already a problem. If you guys have seen that, there's a lot of shots where you can see past the review table. And it does bother me a little bit. It does take it out of the realism or the professional view. So, and this thing is longer. This is 104 centimeters long. It's almost as long as the table. But it's going to be a very fun review. The unboxing for this is going to be crazy. I have an idea. It's not going to be in the office. I'm not going to have the space. I think this box is going to be gigantic. So it's probably going to be done in my kitchen because this thing is huge. The thing is 55 centimeters tall. May is my birthday. Sweet, man. Sweet. Hopefully I do a live stream on your birthday, or we're doing something that day so I can wish you a happy birthday, man. So early happy birthday, just in case, very early. But we'll make sure that on a stream, if it's not on the day of, well, let me at least make sure that we do a little May 13th. I don't know if that is a Sunday, but you never know what happens, But I'll make sure to wish you a happy birthday, man. So that's awesome. Super cool. Thanks for letting me know. But yeah, so the Favorite Sculptures line, Easy Hobby / X Plus collab figure is also in May. That's going to be a big review. Big unboxing. It's going to be splendid. Okay? So transitioning into May a little bit, we have the Yuji Sakai G-Store exclusive 30 centimeter Godzilla 1993. I don't have this pre-ordered yet. I noticed Awesome Collector is actually maxed out, so I'm a little nervous that the G-Store itself is also maxed out. I was hoping to get this pre-ordered this month, but I am fully expecting the Evangelion Godzilla and the Rick -1 to also go up for pre-order within the next day or two. So hopefully it stays in stock and I'm able to order it a little bit later, or possibly the US Godzilla store will get it a little bit later on and I'll just have to get it in July or August or whenever it drops. So that's coming in May. June is already a very busy time. June is prepping for G-Fest, and we have an absolute ton of drops. So starting it off, we have the 30 centimeter X Plus Godzilla -1. This is the standard version. I do have the standard on pre-order. I do. I got it at Hobby Link Japan. I was lucky enough to get one. I will I probably will cancel it when the Rick version, which is currently not for pre-order. I'm going standard on this guy. Got him on Ami. I want the standard because he doesn't look like he's using his beam, but still a cool G-Store. And I might have to check Ami to see if they have the standard still in stock. Hey, Tokusatsu BTS, Joseph is here. How's it going, buddy? If it's on Ami still, I might actually have to switch because I don't know how many payment plans I'm going to be able to do this month. And that 93 is going to be pushing it. So I might actually have to go with the standard as well. I know Sideshow also has it, but it doesn't come out till July. So we'll see. I know Big Bad Toy Store also has it, but it's more expensive than the G-Store version after the buy taxes. So I would really not like to use Big Bad Toy Store in that regard, but we'll see. But we do have the Rick. As you guys can see on the name card, this is a June release, so pre-orders for this will be out by the end of the month. Definitely 100% getting this version, I think. I'm pretty sure I'll see the price. This photo specifically, and a few others a little bit down the line, I just want to point out, are courtesy of Kaiju, the Kaiju Kingdom on Facebook and Instagram. They didn't have it credited in their text box, so I'm guessing this is their own photos. So I'm just making sure they get the credit. Otherwise, most of these are all product stocked photos. So they're, from the companies. So I just wanted to make sure that was out and about. Also, during this time, I'm going to pre-order this next paycheck. We have the X Plus Defo-Reel, standard Defo-Reel line, -1. I'm getting the Rick. This has the train mouth extra. I have to get this. I don't know when the gigantic X Defo of this figure is coming out. They're only doing like 1 or 2 releases a year. So we have like 40 years before this comes out. I'm sure they're going to start picking up on it, but I don't know when that's coming out. So I'm going to get this one just in case. Also in June, Ami thankfully had a restock. It is now since long sold out again. I did get the black and white Godzilla -1 box set. This is the Odo Island Godzilla in -1 mold. They're just in black and white. I don't have the Odo Island standard yet, and I really like the black and white look of these figures. And we don't know if X Plus, Easy Hobby are doing black and white versions of their figures yet. So these will be my black and white -1s or minus color versions until we know a little bit more. Also coming out in June, we have the first Hiya Godzilla 2024. I'm going to be honest, I have it on pre-order. I'm probably going to cancel it. I really, really, really don't like this paint job. I don't. I admittedly, I really don't. I don't think it looks movie accurate, even considering that the scene that they're taking photos of, it just doesn't look as good to me. But all the other ones are sold out and their pre-orders are capped. So here I sit with a standard Haya 2024. So we'll review it if I do keep it, if I don't get another standard. But like I said, I'm not very excited about the color scheme that they chose for the promo. And I've seen a lot of people being like, oh, well, the in-hand photos are going to be different. But they say the exact opposite thing of Monster Arts, where it looks really good as a promo pic, and then they just trash it because they're like, oh, well, it's going to look bad in person, even though they half the time don't. So I'm not really happy about that SMA or Haya bias, but so I'm not crazy about this color scheme. But as of right now, it's on pre-order. It does release in June. As David, I want to make sure David, yes, as David L stated, the Eva Awakening Godzilla should be going up for pre-order. He said tomorrow, which is kind of crazy, but by the end of the month, the tag down there does say June, so we can assume that this will be very, very soon. I'm gonna try to pre-order this. If you guys don't know about how these Eva X Godzilla figures work, they're made in more limited quantities than they normally are, and these sell out in seconds. And not just on the JP site. So when the recent re-release, the renewal version of the standard Godzilla X Eva Unit 1 figure came out, on JP it sold out in 10 seconds. It sold out on the US store in 5 minutes. I have not seen a single X Plus release sell out on the US Rick site, besides the Eva figure. The second release with the knee in this, yeah. Oh, the second Ava release with knee stand in red. Yeah, that should be this guy, the Awakening. I'm 100% trying for this, and I am trying to find a way. There's a few inexpensive-ish first or renewal versions. Not the new upcoming. Oh, so they're going to do the old figure, but in red? But this one's also going to be red. So that's going to be weird. Okay, so Cayman, have not seen minus 130 centimeter on Ami Ami. That is because it didn't go on Ami Ami. I don't have screenshots, so I can't prove it. But what I can say, the Rick site did have the standard up, and the Rick site, the JP Rick site. The JP Rick site never gets the standard versions, but they had the standard version, and they had it listed for May. I'm almost 100% sure, unless I was just dreaming it, that there is a small number of standard 30 minus ones that will come out in May, and then the general release will be June, which most of the sites have it listed for June. I think there's going to be a second window that opens up with the Rick, and they're going to open up more orders because there's just no damn way they're not going to put this figure out in large quantities. X Plus knows it's very popular. People have been begging for it since last year, since the trailer came out. Won an eBay auction for 300. Nice. Yeah, the one I'm looking at is under 360. Then I didn't miss it good. Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing the standard will come to Ami Ami, but I'm predicting that. Otherwise, the US Rick site and the JP Rick site will get the blue translucent version. That, like I said, that's the one that I think I'm gonna prefer. I really wish X Plus would have also shown off the gigantic. That is coming. I can say that because it is coming. We all know it's coming. It'll probably be here by the end of the year. I guess a summer or a summer Wonderfest reveal. I don't think they're just going to drop it. If they do, rip all our wallets. But we'll see. I wish they would have dropped it, or at least shown them off at the same time, so I could decide which one I wanted to have the blue and which one I wanted to be not blue, and then I could also decide which release I wanted for the black and white. I think I want to go standard because the pose does not look like he's using the beam, and that's true as well. I'll see PayPal and for yeah, and that's why I love the US Rick site. The US Rick site will not get the standard. So, but Big Pad Toy Store, like I said, I think Ami Ami will get. Hopefully, we'll get it. Hobby Link Japan might get more. Sideshow Collectibles should get it. I like this Ava version, but the arm kicking out is much larger footprint compared to the other Ava. Yeah, this figure is going to take up a lot more space because that arm's out, but I love Evangelion and I love Awakening Unit 1, so I need to try to have this. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get the pre-order in because this is the one that sells out. This will sell out. The other thing, I think it's July, it's summer. I believe it was Q2, Q3. This is the painted Heat Ray version of the 2021. This is the Haya Godzilla I would like. Also would like the standard. I think I want to go with the 2019 standard if I really don't like the 2024. But at some point, I want to get this. We're going to go over some of the February Winter Wonderfest reveals that don't have release dates. So these are just pending, so I just threw them on here because the -1s are here, but these are not releasing in June. We don't have estimate dates. I think the Baragon might be August, but we have the Favorite Sculptures line, Crawling Baragon, 100% getting this. I think this figure is detailed to the max. It looks like a resin kit, which is surprising. It really does look like a resin kit. So I don't know if they have the kit version of this on display or if this is the vinyl version, but it looks like a kit. It is so, so nice. So I plan on getting this. I also obviously plan on getting this 30cm Bagon. Once again, we don't have a date. The tag down there doesn't have a date. The Baragon, the Bagon, and this next photo are all courtesy of Kaiju Kingdom and X Plus. Their original photos, so not mine, and it's theirs. So the Bagon is 100%. I hope this is towards the end of the year. I really hope. But I have to have this. Bagon is, well, needed. So. And the last thing, this is going to be out for pre-order before summer. I'm just predicting. This is the Easy Hobby X Plus. Anyone here pick up the Hedora Rick? After further reviews, still recommend. Which, the landing or the flying form? Which one? All the Hedora X Pluses are worth it. Absolutely. I don't have any because they sell out so quick. They just gone. The flying form is already double retail, and it's only been out for, what, 7 months, I think, flying. I recommend it, yeah. I saw it at G-Fest, and I wish I would have picked it up at G-Fest for $280 instead of now, where most of the ones that I see are like 400 plus on Buy, and then it's a $90 ship. So if you can get one for cheaper than $4, I would say do it, my friend. I would do it. But this is the Easy Hobby X Plus Gigantic Series Space Godzilla. I didn't include the post, but the sculptor Kalen, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I believe it's Kalen. He has confirmed this will have a bonus version. I don't want to say Rick, but I would assume it's Rick because it's an X Plus. This will have a light up, so it's a must. Picked up for $25 free. Wow, has a Rick flying for $200 right now? That's your best. Wait, Ami has it. Guys, don't hurt my wallet anymore. Please don't. I'm gonna have to go pick that up. Thank you guys for the heads up. That, yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to pick that up after stream. I'm gonna have to. So, but this is going to guarantee. Oh, pre-owned. That's not too bad. 200. I think I could deal with that. I think I could deal. But so this Space Godzilla is gonna have some kind of light up. He didn't confirm where it's at. I'm guessing the shoulder crystals and the head is gonna light up. I actually don't think the dorsal plates are gonna light up. But he was talking about how it's a new LED, not technology, but a new way of using it in a figure to help really brighten up these light ups and make sure that they last. So this is a must for me. Also, it's Space Godzilla. Who knows when X Plus is going to do their own, if they'll ever do their own. They did do a 30cm, so I would say in the future it's a possibility. Also, it's the 30th anniversary of this film. Have to celebrate it. I honestly do think this will be up for pre-order before the the summer. I don't know when, but I think the next 3 months, I would say, is probably a safe bet. So if you guys want this, save up for it. I'd guess the Rick is probably going to be 800 before shipping. Maybe it'll be 800 after shipping. That would be perfect, but we will see. So that ends June. June is very busy. My wallet is already screaming. Next, we have July. Oh, and there's another photo that's gone. Great, thanks. So these are the Japanese release dates, not the US release dates. But in July, or the end of June, the Monster Arts Jet Jaguar will be released. I didn't get a Japanese pre-order on this. I only have the Big Bad Toy Store one as of right now. So, yeah, not really happy about that, but it is what it is. I believe Big Bad Toy Store said August, so I'll have it by September. And that's about all I can say. I'm mostly excited for this. I would say it's 80-20. That recent promo photo they showed that is the Jet Jaguar kicking at the Final Wars Godzilla. I don't like that it shows that there's not a lot of articulation in some areas. And like the waist and the head, like it looked really limited. I don't know if they just threw it together really quick and they didn't really get the pose right. But I am a little nervous on the articulation on this figure. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous, but we're going to give it a shot. The other thing that comes out this month is the SH Figuarts Shinkoho Seiho Ultraman Gaia V2 and the V2 Gaia effect set. StreamYard decided to delete my photo of the Gaia, so we'll just sit here and look at the effect set. I've got both on Big Bad Toy Store release, and I believe it was August for Gaia and September for the effects set, or it was September for both. So September or October. I probably won't review this. The Ultraman reviews just don't really seem to do good on the channel. So, and there's tons of other reviewers who are like big Figuarts Ultraman reviewers. But these are things I'm getting. If you guys want to see the reviews, let me know. Okay. I'll do it if there's a demand for it, but when it's, it's just kind of in the middle. September kind of quiets down. That's a spoiler. I do have, these are all promo photos, so I don't have to keep that up. Sorry, guys. We do have the Super 7 standard -1 on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know how I feel about this. I like the scale, but I have not been impressed by a single Ultimates figure up until the 1200 degrees Celsius and Destroya, and even still they didn't impress me enough to buy them. I think I want the Celsius Godzilla, but I don't know. I keep kind of going back and forth. $90 for these. And I've seen some broken ones too, and that's what scares me. It's like, yeah, I know Monster Arts is more, and they're smaller, but I don't know. But I do have it on pre-order in case I do want it. I do believe it's sold out. If I want to keep it, I should say. So we do have the -1. We'll obviously review it if I do end up getting it. Pretty hyped for it. I'd say it's 60-40. I like how these renders look, but we don't have an actual physical prototype, so I'm just kind of caught in the middle. The other thing, I think it's September for Japan. I was told by a few friends that the pre-orders have already gone up, but I have searched and searched and searched for pre-orders on this new Mogera Monster Arts, and I haven't been able to find one yet. I was told it was on P Bandai, and I checked the JP and the US, and it wasn't there. But I do 100% plan on getting this Mogera. For the Monster Arts, I'm going to just kind of stick to Showa and the mechs, pretty much. I do want, the Mecha Kaiju. I think they really fit well with the Ultraman stuff. And they really fit well with the Godzillas that I have. So, and I never actually got to own the Mogera, and Mogera is one of the figures that I have actually been legitimately waiting for impatiently to get a reissue or a new version, and this is what I want. So this has like the whole dock set up. So I'm very, very excited for this. Still thinking about the Mecha 2 or the Mecha Super Mecha G set that came out. It's just a little expensive with how many X pluses that are coming out, and a few other things Monster Arts related. But you know, X Plus takes priority right now. This year is going to be the year of X Plus, guys. So expect a lot of X Plus reviews. They seem to be doing really well on the channel, which makes me really happy because I do put in a very biased amount of extra love into the X Plus reviews. I really want to show these figures off, and I like going the extra mile because I just love taking photos and videos of them. They're just, I love them. Sorry guys. The last thing I have on pre-order is this thing. The Haya Evolved Godzilla. I have it on pre-order only because the Monster Arts isn't on pre-order. I don't like the paint job. I think it's better than the standard 2024, but I really do not like a lot of this sculpt. I'm questioning a little bit what Haya was doing with this. I feel like it's been rushed. They rushed it to get out. The dorsal plates are fine. I like the color. I like the head sculpt and the neck sculpt. I love like the extra spines that go down his head and neck. That's good. It's when you get past the head and you cut out the body as I have issues. I don't have a problem with the design. I don't. I actually really, really, really love this design. I like the skinny look. I think he's just too skinny. He looks, and this isn't a joke or you know, I don't mean to say this as a joke. I'm just saying this is how it looks. He looks anorexic. He looks too thin, and the chest is way too out. The arms look maybe even a little too big. I can't tell if those are the normal arms or if they're new. I know the elbow or the mid-arm part is because they have the spikes, but I think they're a little bit bigger. The legs look really lanky. I don't know why. I don't think there's a single shot in the trailer, personally, to me, that makes the legs look less thin. I think it's just the body thins down, and the legs just look longer. I don't know. There's something wrong, and I don't even want to get started with the tail. The tail is not accurate enough, unless Godzilla's evolved form is going to change in the movie, and we don't know that. So if it's gonna if he's gonna power up and maybe the spikes on the tail are gonna enlarge, you know, as he gets more pissed, maybe. I don't know. The movie's not out for another 25 days. 25 days. So I'm not crazy about this figure, but I pre-ordered it because I know it was gonna sell out. And on the off chance I do keep the pre-order and the SH Monster Arts comes out, I'll do a comparison. And I'll be brutally honest with both. If both figures are trash, you guys are going to know. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm not going to do a review of a trash figure and try to sell it to you guys. You know, I've been really trying not to be biased with figure reviews lately, especially this year. That's been a goal of mine, is to be a little less biased and make sure I'm a little bit more harsher with these figures. Not everything can be a 9 or a 10 or an 8. It's just how this works, especially if it's a 10, you know. 10 is best of the year. If it's not on, you know, if it's not going to be on the best figures of the year list for me, it can't be a 10. I mean, even technically a 9 can be on that list too, if there's not a lot of perfect figures. It's possible. Evolved Godzilla is kind of looking that way. I'm not crazy about this figure, but I do have it on pre-order in case I regret it. But we probably will get a recolor next year anyways, because, you know, Haya's doing the SH Monster Arts thing where they're going to just release thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of 2019 molds. And I'm kind of getting sick of it. But, you know, it's a popular mold, and there's a lot of people who still want them, and there's people just like me who haven't bought these figures yet, and these reissues are helpful because I don't want to spend more than retail on these high-up figures at all. I really, really don't. Especially because I just don't know how I feel about them yet. I don't own one, so. And it's definitely going to be interesting comparing the Haya to the 2024 Godzilla. That's coming. That is definitely coming, guys. Not even just evolve the standard form as well. So we're 40 minutes in. I want to end this by an hour. So I guess we can talk about a little bit of predictions here in the chat. I would love to hear your guys' predictions, what you think is coming out this year that hasn't been announced yet or teased. I guess I'll start off with X Plus, seeing as most of you guys in the chat are we're talking about X Plus. If I had to make some predictions towards the end of the year or stuff that at least is going to go up for pre-order before the end of the year, I think we're going to get a reissue. Well, actually, David or Cayman, if you guys are still here, do you guys know if there's a Yuji Sakai 30 centimeter 54? Like officially? Like, I know there's a few different 30 centimeter 54s. And there's definitely a gigantic UG 54, but is there like a UG Sakai modeling collection 54? If there isn't, I would really, that would be like at the top of my list. Not for what I want, but what I would expect. Otherwise, I think we're going to get a 54 reissue. I had this feeling, and it's kind of still like going back and forth. I think we're going to get a reissue of this guy. He's either going to be a different color, or they might do a light up. If there's a light up, I might need to get it. The only bad thing is I can't sell this. This is my very first one. I bought this at G-Fest. I don't want to sell this. So I either have to come to terms with owning two of them, or we're going to have to figure something out. So, but I think this guy is going to get some wide reissue at least. Like I said, maybe like an actual suit color, like a brown one, like a brown and like, I think it's charcoal gray, or I think it's mostly brown. The suit was brown. I think that's coming. Like I said, a 30 centimeter 54. We got a 74 last year, so I don't really expect another 74. I'm just kind of looking at anniversaries. We're already getting the Cybot, so I don't think we're going to get an 84 unless X Plus is going to blow, expectations out of the water, and X Plus is going to announce a gigantic 84 to combat the Spiral 84. It's possible. So that's a possibility. I would say that's probably a big idea. Heisei just sells like crack. So a gigantic 84 would be spectacular, but I'm hesitant to have newer gigantic molds as predictions because we've got -1, and like I said, I don't think he's going to come out till the end of the year. I don't think they're going to drop him. We have Space Godzilla. And I think there's going to be an evolved Godzilla, gigantic. There isn't a 30 centimeter. The MonsterVerse after 2014 doesn't have a 30 centimeter release. 2019 and 2021 don't. So the evolved Godzilla, Beast Glove, Kong, Scar, and Shimu are all going to be 25 centimeter figures if they continue that pattern, which I think they will. So I really think there's going to be a gigantic evolved Godzilla announced this year, maybe up for pre-order by the end. And then it'll come out in February next year. Pretty much a year from now, I think is semi-realistic. I don't think they're going to want to delay that too much, but -1, almost a year after the first trailer, and we don't have a gigantic. And we barely are going to have the 30 centimeter, and there is a 25 as well. So, I don't know. I'd say an evolved Godzilla is likely. The Space Godzilla is an anniversary. Maybe they'll reissue the Mechagodzilla gigantic again. I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot of reissues, which is good for me as a new 30 centimeter collector. I don't really need any gigantics. The GMK, I still don't know if I want it. And the original 54, I'm not really interested in because I think this Figure Sculptures line is the best. And that's probably it for X Plus for now. It's just GXK. -1, and then we're going to get kind of like these super cool like Bagon and Baragon, even though Baragon's been announced since last summer. We're going to see stuff like that. And then really hype Godzillas, I think, like I said. I think 54 is going to get a reissue. I don't know who else is going to get a reissue. They did a lot of reissues last year, so I don't know if they're preparing for a lot of new molds this year, or if they're just spacing out the Gigantics again, the releases again, because we just got 64. And everyone else has a light up besides 54, Shin, and Burning. And 2019. So, but that's kind of where I would see a 2024 instead. So that's it for X Plus. I'm not going to really talk about Bandai. I also didn't mention Bandai at all. The Godzilla vs. Kong stuff is coming. It's going to be out next month or the month after. I don't know what's going on with Bandai, if I'm being honest. The leak suggested we were already supposed to have like 10 figures this year. Hey, Goji66, how's it going? How's it going, buddy? Thank you for coming. So I don't know what's going on with Bandai, so I'm not going to comment on Bandai. Plus, I don't buy Bandais anymore, so, or very often, I should say. So, just that black and white -1 minus color set, and that's probably it for me. My NECA 64 is arriving tomorrow. Yes, very happy for you, man. Very, very happy. That figure is excellent looking. Very, very excellent. Super cool figure. I do really love the aesthetic of it. So that is one of the NECAs I kind of wish I got, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you got one, though. Monster Arts. Monster Arts, I think, is going to be busy this year. Like I said, this is, for these predictions, it's more about just having the pre-order out by the end of the year, not necessarily the figure releasing. Evolved Godzilla and Beast Kong definitely are going to have pre-orders of some kind, and maybe Scar King. I don't think, like I said, I don't think Shimu's getting a release for another year. Like, I would be shocked if she was out by summer 2025. Just looking at the pattern. It took Mechagodzilla a year and a little extra to come out, so I'm just going off of that. When it comes to the reissues on the Monster Arts line, we are almost done with 94. The only thing that needs a reissue or a new version of is Birth version 95. And they might save that for Destroya, which I think we're going to start moving into that territory. I think we're going to get a reissue ultimate, an actual legitimate ultimate version of Burning Godzilla. That hopefully is a 2-pack with Junior. This is how I would prefer it. I want it to be Burning Godzilla and Junior as a set and include all of the accessories from Junior, both releases, into this set. So the breath effect and the 2 copters, or the helicopters, and then Burning Godzilla is going to have the ultimate set, but the paint job of the original just updated. And then maybe some Maser tanks, that would be kind of cool, or they'll do an effects set again. And then I think the Destroya is just going to have a complete Evolution Destroya set. I think that is definitely the most likely thing they're going to do. So they're going to reissue the Evolution set and Final Form Destroya and just make it one big $300 set, or $3.50 probably, knowing them lately. Which case, obviously, I'd get both, because I sold my 95, my Junior, and my Final Form Destroya in the hopes that they would hopefully do these 2 sets, if I'm being honest, and we'll get the best versions of these figures. I don't know what really else Monster Arts could do besides JXK and like the Heisei reissues. They're kind of bouncing all around. I guess. Oh, Showa. Okay, because now Showa is definitely getting more releases. I think, and I feel like some people are going to be mad about this. I think we're going to get a 74 tease this year. I think we're going to get a Godzilla 74 tease. And I'm hoping and praying that they do a brand new 74 that's actually in scale with the line. I would like them to do that to 64 as well. There's definitely going to be some sort of event or color exclusive 54 that's coming out. I don't know what they're going to do for it. But there's definitely a new 54 coming out. A recolor 54, I think. Maybe with the breath effect. That'd be kind of cool. 54 never gets breath effects in any line anywhere, so that'd be cool. And like I said, we don't have a 94 Godzilla, but I don't think we're going to get a dedicated 94. Oh, that's another thing from X Plus I think we're going to get. I think we're going to get a Yuji Sakai 94 announcement this year. We got 93. 94 is all that's left. So I think 94 is definitely going to be teased at the end of the year, like a Godzilla stream reveal. I think that would be pretty cool. Haya, not big into Haya, but there's already been leaked photos of Shimu, and she looks massive. Like, massive. I think she's going to make Ghidorah feel a little bit small, which, from what we've been told about the movie, should be about right. Shimu is supposed to be very, very, very large. I mean very large. Almost taller than Ghidorah. So, on hind legs is kind of what we're guessing, and kind of what, just using the few frames we have in the trailers, kind of looking at Godzilla size compared to Shimu, that's kind of what would make sense. But we don't know for sure, and we won't know until the movie comes out, because, why release a bunch of toys and merch about Shimu and not show her off in the trailers? I don't understand, but it is what it is. And we've got the 91 release. I guess I don't know what else Haya's going to do. We do know that their license is mainly only Heisei for right now, and only limited amounts of Heisei. I don't think they have a complete open board on it. So if they've gotten a 91, maybe a 95, I don't know. I don't really care about the Ultimates line in Super 7, so I'm not even going to comment. Just the -1 is coming out. Omega Beast / Easy Hobby. We've got a lot of teases from them. We've got a lot. We have their Alpha Kaiju Series -1 going up for pre-order pretty soon. We have seen the prototype, or the final prototype. We haven't seen a painted copy though. And I know he's commented that finding the right colors is a little challenging, a little difficult. I don't know if he's going to get an evolved Godzilla out. I don't know. He's putting a lot of time into -1, and I love that, and I completely respect that. So I don't know if we're going to get a lot of Godzilla X Kong stuff from Easy Hobby this year. Definitely next year, but I don't know if they're going to do it this year. Yeah, I guess I don't really know what else is going to come out. They're pushing these Shins, the Shin Form 2 and Shin Form 3, which are also two things I'd like to order, but it's just it's a balance of money right now. I am getting a second job soon to help pay for this stuff, obviously, because it's all expensive. So, I just don't know. One company I didn't talk about on accident or get any photos of, because there's really only 1 or 2 figures. Mondo, we'll just go over Mondo really quick. I've got the Attack Peter Chrome Mechagodzilla on pre-order. That's March, actually. So probably going to get that in May, because Mondo just has made it very clear they can't ship any of these figures out on time. And then I do have the red Aztec Godzilla on pre-order as well, and that's supposed to be April, so probably we'll get that around G-Fest. We do know that I believe it's an Attack Peter release of the Godzilla's Revenge pack, the Godzilla 69, Gabra, and Manila, when that goes up for order, and I'm guessing pretty soon, by May, I think it'll be on pre-order. Definitely getting that set. And we have no idea on the 2 standard releases of this year. We only have rumors. Destroya is the name that I'm hearing the most of, so maybe Hector's going to do a Destroya this year. I know he wants to do a Destroya, and they do have a Godzilla X Kong line coming out, but we don't know if that's going to be included with regular, normal painted ones, or if there's going to be extra colorways. Same thing with this Gabra set. So I'm kind of just in the middle. If they do colorways, it's going to be expensive because I only collect the cherry blossoms, and they're all San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So July is already kind of an expensive month, and if we have an Evolved Godzilla, a Kong, a Scar King, a Shimu, the Gabra set, and God knows what, the next 2 figures that are coming out, all being San Diego Comic-Cons, like that's a $1,000 drop right there between all 4 or 5 releases. So that's a little scary. I guess I really should have talked about Safubi. There's just like a lot of unknowns with Safubi. I don't know when. I just know that there probably is going to be new Sarge-Urushi Shins coming out. 100% getting those. You guys already know me. I love Sarge-Urushi Shin Godzilla figures, so definitely getting those. And I'm getting the upgraded, like, or inspired by storyboard Godzilla figure that he teased in January or December. And that's pretty much it for this year, guys. I mean, there's other stuff that I'm getting, but it's not really, important to the channel. Like, I've got like 5 anime statues on pre-order. I've got another Marin Kitagawa on pre-order. I've got Mari Illustris from Ava. There was Asuka that just went out that pairs with the Mari that I'll probably get because they're only like $30. Robot Spirits has been dead on the Ava line now since 3.33 Ava Unit 2 came out last year. I was hoping the Unit 8 from Movie 3 would be out by now, or at least out for pre-order, and they've been dead silent, even though they just dropped like 20 releases the other day with the Gundams. So, and that's pretty much it. There's a lot of stuff I would like to pre-order, and there's a lot of stuff that I am going to get. Like I said, I'm getting 2 jobs to help pay for everything. Hopefully going to be starting that at the end of the month. There's something I'm waiting for the current job, kind of like a shift change type of thing. It's a good thing for me, but I don't want to get started at another job and then have to completely change my schedule. So, and hopefully that won't interrupt the streaming schedule. Like I said, every Sunday I'll be doing a live stream. It might not be on the channel. So like next week is the KaijuUnited anniversary stream. I got asked if I wanted to join. I don't know how long I'd be in, if it'd be the whole stream, some of the stream, I don't know if they're going to just have the main staff and then have guests come in throughout. I don't know yet. I haven't asked yet. I have to make sure my schedule's full, but that would be where I'd be live streaming. So there won't be a live stream on this channel on Sunday, but if I am on there, and even if I'm not on there, I'll definitely be in the comments watching that KaijuUnited stream. I'll let you guys know. I'll post links on Instagram and on here. I'll make a post about it. So the only live streams next week that'll be on the channel is unboxings, and like I said, there's probably only the one, which is tomorrow. I don't think the 72 will get here in time for next week. It could. DHL is sometimes really, really quick. So last time they told me 8 days, it got here in 3. So Ami-Ami's just, in my opinion, the best. Hobbylink Japan's also really up there, but I really, really like Ami-Ami. I don't know what they do to get these figures over here so quick with the same shipping method, but they do it. So I'm going to end the stream there, though. I'm starting to get a little rambly, and like I said, I have to prepare a few things for work, so I have to start studying and doing all that fun stuff. So I want to thank everyone for stopping out. We had quite a few of y'all come in, comment, give us information. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Kingzilla, Goji66, Cayman, David L, Tokusatsu BTS, Joseph. We had Godzilla, and it's not letting me go back. We had Godzilla Fan 1954 Fanatic Forever, I believe. He came in as well. Very nice to see everyone again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it wasn't as super crazy as they kind of have been, but at least one stream a week will hopefully make up for that, and maybe 2 a week once we start getting into the Godzilla film 70th anniversary Godzilla film weekly reviews. So that would be 2 a week, guaranteed. That will not be the Sunday stream. So those will be starting up this month as well. starting with Godzilla X Kong. So thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting my goofiness. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Review coming out Tuesday or Wednesday. It's probably going to be Gigan. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys.